With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Yo, what is going on? Welcome back to another live episode of Learn Crypto, your one-stop shop for crypto, stock, and commodity technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
Hopefully we can have a good day for you today.
Yeah.
The change for the day is 24 hours is pretty flat. We'll look at that on CoinMarketCap here in a second, with some outliers leading the charge. All projects that we happen to be investing in or trading as well. ICX, Litecoin, Ravencoin, and others. We'll get into that. BNB just keeps on trying to chug along as well. It is starting to consolidate up here. Which way will it go? We got a lot of technical analysis on which cryptocurrencies you should be taking profits on and at what levels to be looking to take in some profits or stops as well. We are going to talk about how the Bitcoin transactions are moonshotting. Bitcoin transactions just hit their all-time highs. Well, not their all-time high, the highest in the last 13 months. You know how I always preach utilization of a network drives price appreciation of that network. And even during this crypto winter, Bitcoin transactions are flying around. Then lastly, we're going to talk about dollar cost averaging. I'm going to give a very basic explanation of what dollar cost averaging is for you guys, or if you don't understand, and then talk about who is putting $10,000 into Bitcoin each and every week. Yes, each week, $10,000 heading into Bitcoin as he deems it the money of the internet. So there we go. What you got to add over there, Todd?
Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate you liking the tweets. And buy Litecoin. So
shout out to everybody in here, new and old. Don't be afraid to get in that chat box. We do try to answer as many questions as we can. Shout out to Power to Achieve, Carrie, M. Phillip, Robert, Tim Ferguson, Anthony, Chris Canine, and everybody else who is in here right now and chatting it up. This is going to be a Rapids RPD giveaway, so hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment in the comment section below with your Rapids RPD wallet address or your Telegram handle if you are in the RPD tip bot. We will be giving away 10,000 RPD on the next live show, and we will be giving away 10,000 RPD tonight for last live show we had here. That's what we like to do. We do the random drawing live on air, and we usually have a giveaway almost each and every video. So keep on coming back, keep being active participants in this Learn Crypto channel, and hopefully you can be rewarded via knowledge, trades, and who doesn't like free stuff here and there?
What's up, Sandra?
Well, it looks like my screen is not linked up properly. So, Todd, you're going to start with the TA. We're going to do something a little different. Todd will go over TA, then I'll go over CoinMarketCap and some news and get the giveaways and comments section going.
I was hoping Bitcoin would go higher here for the show. But as everyone knows, we're sitting here about 3,860 to 3,900. I guess I'm going for this count here. It is not as clean. I mean, this is a 1, 2, 3 with a triangle. A quick move to 4,000. Still could be in the cards. I think easier one still is Litecoin. I've showed on my Twitter a 5-wave advance for Elliott Wave. I think that's still the count, but I think we can still go higher. Everyone knows I've been showing the levels of shorts. So back here at this wave 4 low, you can see as Litecoin has went from 44 to 58, you've had shorts increase. You can see the red line here. It's going to look more dramatic if we go to the 15-minute. There's the wave 4 low. So as we've rallied,
Show
the
me the
shorts
money.
have piled on, which is not the thing to be doing. I wouldn't doubt. So longs have not increased too much here, just a little bit. Shorts have went from about 186 to 250. So I think that's going to keep fueling these things higher to keep everybody in the know. I mean, in the last night in Discord, if you take this wave 4 low, we did have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. So right around here, I did say that if you were, would have been right there. I did say that if you were a short-term trader, worried about Litecoin, you could try to take some off. We might, this could be resistance. I'm going to show on the software. We did register overbought, and that'd be expected on the rally that Litecoin's had. We've not gotten overbought till now. That's not sell everything. That's just saying that we're overbought and we're due for a rest. With the shorts, and still some stops, I think, above us. I think we can still work higher. But again, if you're worried about Litecoin, you rode it all the way up, you want somewhere to ring the cash register, I guess you could still ring it here. I mean, we had the break of about $3 after I sent that in the Discord, and then went to new highs again. So now it's not an easy 5 waves up. It looks more like a 1, 2, 1, 2, like we still could have higher to go. As you know, Bitcoin goes through 3,900 here. It goes to 4,000. Litecoin's probably going to tack on another $5. So I haven't sold anything. Not sure if I am going to sell anything. I still think we're starting another bull market. And as we all know, these things, you can talk about Elliott Wave or Wyckoff, whatever, but if these things are ready to take off, there's going to be, these counts are going to be, this Elliott Wave count, everyone end up changing it where it's going to be more like a 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're in blast off. So I don't want to get too caught up in that. So the shorts are still high. Maybe we're taking, the worst case I would say is we've had a diagonal triangle here or 5 waves up. So you got an ABC down. Support would be back here at the 38 to 40 level. If that happened, I'd probably still be massively bullish. But that is a pretty big sell-off, obviously, if that would happen.
So somebody was trying to be conservative here, and they're gonna assume, hey, maybe they bought all those buys live on air, much lower levels. We got the 5 waves up potentially. Our first price target was 60 to 62. We got to 59.50, not quite there. What would you do to be on the safe side if they want the chance to write it out? Where would your stop level be to where, hey, if I need to stop here because otherwise we're probably doing the ABC correction and we're going to test $40 again?
I mean, maybe 49.30, which would overlap this high right here, the D wave of the 4. Maybe you could run a stop at 49.30, 49.90 maybe, 50 if you want to get it really close. I hate to say that because all these, we've had corrections here, but we continue to push it higher. But now with the technometer overbought, yeah, you might take a little bit off here. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I haven't done it. I still thought Bitcoin would poke its head up another 100. And then if Litecoin ran $3 or $4 or $5, I probably would tell people, short-term traders, to take some off. But again, if you're intermediate, longer term and looking, Litecoin could go to, I don't want to say it, go to 400 again or something. So, I don't know how cute you want to get here because I know a lot of people sold a lot of rallies in Litecoin, probably didn't get it back. And obviously with the shorts where they're at, there's still people trying to sell it. But that's what's going to happen on a start of a bull run is no one believes it. It's going to rally. It's going to overlap. Shorts are going to stay short, etc. So
until they get liquidated and they're forced to cover or buy.
Because I would think a rally from here is going to bring in. I mean, you're going to go back here and start taking out. We've kind of hit this 57. You've got 66 here. You've got a big one at 70. And then you're looking at 94. So I think if we get above 70, there's probably going to be a mad rush. Shorts are going to have to cover somewhere here. And everybody knows the shorts could go. I mean, these things can run if you got shorts trying to chase them. So, and there will be some margin calls and liquidations. So,
was this a big talk about Litecoin in regards to Jet's $10 super chat, or did you just happen to be starting to talk about that?
No, I just started talking.
Well, there you go. Jet had $10 super chat that said, should I sell Litecoin?
Cool.
Jet, hopefully that helped you a little bit. If that's a little too complex for you, since you did give us $10, hit us up in a DM, and we'll explain to you based on what your bag is roughly and your positioning, where we think you should go as far as maybe putting a stop level in, or we can help you through that if needed.
Yeah, because if you're sitting here 100% long and a little bit worried, I mean, take 20, 25% off, or watch this, Bitcoin close here, see if it gives it up here, then Litecoin will probably fall a couple dollars and liquidate. But if Bitcoin can put it together tonight, I mean, it could still have another. I mean, and I would if you're worried. If it runs another $3, $4, $5, I'd take some off.
And Julian says, when you sell this Litecoin, would you guys go into USDT or into Bitcoin?
I go to USDT, I think. I mean, if Litecoin's going to pull back, I got the feeling Bitcoin's coming down with it. So Litecoin's the one leading the rallies. So if you're going to some other coin, I'd stay in Litecoin.
There you go. And Paul Burns says, I've been saying the last 2 weeks the market bottomed in the week of December 17th. I think we're off to the races in 5 weeks' time.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, we had a price target there of 3,000 to 3,200. We hit 3,124, and we have not been back to those levels since. So we've been bullish since 3,124. That's how we were buying live on air buys for Litecoin at $22 and some of these other cryptos as well. Ethereum, I think we have buys at around $80 because that's kind of a bottom target that we had, and that's where those cryptocurrencies fell into that range when Bitcoin fell into our 3,000 to 3,200 range.
And I had some buys at 110, 112 too, which wasn't as good a buys, but still so far looking right.
So the first thing I just want to touch base on, people are like, why is ICX blowing up? Well, this is one that we were talking about when it was in around 500 Satoshis, and then Discord members got a full fundamental write-up on why I was buying ICX and why I think they should be looking at it as well, converting Bitcoin to ICX. Now ICX is around 850 sats, about a 75% gainer in the past week or two. And the biggest news that has just come out is Icon just announced its sponsorship of D-Block Japan on March 7th. D-Block Japan will operate a Tokyo launch pad of ICX Station with partners both inside and outside Japan, similar to what Binance is doing with their Binance launch pad. Apparently now Icon has partners and companies interested in doing the same for present and future cryptocurrencies, utilizing the Icon blockchain and the ICX cryptocurrency kind of to facilitate those transactions. On top of that, part of the full fundamental write-up for Patreons is that the mobile industry has really been leading a lot of these rallies as far as ENJ with the Engine wallet and others that have had ties to mobile phones, even ETN. ICX does have a formal partnership with Samsung. A lot of people forget about this because it happened during all the hype in 2017 and beginning of 2018. Samsung has come out and said they will be using Icon's security feature, similar to what DigiID is for their Samsung devices. They also want to start utilizing more Icon's products as they become more popular with their new Samsung phone that is happened to be packed and loaded with. The S10 is loading with a crypto wallet. A lot of people speculate that is going to be the Engine wallet. So that's our little Spark Notes version of what's been going on in Discord, why we bought it. I did have a sell. I sold almost all of my ICX at 839 sats. That ended up being within 5 sets of the high for that little hour wick up there. I'm not sure where we are now, but I am looking to buy ICX back on a pullback if we get it, and then bag the rest of the BTC earned as profits in Bitcoin, not USD Tether. And that's the thing. A lot of people are like, well, if you're long-term ICX, why are you trading? Well, we had a 75% gainer. At some point, I'm happy with that. I'm going into Bitcoin, so I'm not out of the crypto market. If ICX keeps running, we look for another opportunity. There's 2,000 cryptocurrencies. There's always another opportunity out there. There's always more news and fundamentals out there. Always more TA out there to be had. Crypto spring blooms. Bitcoin transactions hit highest level in 13 months. Positive news has been stretched thin during the crypto winter, but there are now genuine signs that the ice is beginning to thaw. With Bitcoin showing remarkable resiliency and price stability in a world that wants to write it off, price stability, we have been pretty stable here in this 3K, 4K range, Todd. You know what everybody's saying was waiting for Bitcoin price stability. Everybody's been saying for all these institutional infrastructures to come into place, they needed Bitcoin price stability. So maybe what ends the winter here is this actual kind of boringness in Bitcoin. You know, Litecoin's exploding. Bitcoin literally It's almost like somebody turned off all the exchange. It moves $5 a day. There are many fundamentals to which believers in the world's largest cryptocurrency like to pay attention to. Some of those are where the transactions. Let's see why, if this is gonna scroll for me so I can read the rest of the highlighted down here. It doesn't look like I want. There we go. Maybe not. Holy cow! Come on, computer.
Interesting. Want me to take over?
There we go. Some of the hype that we mentioned was absent from the month of January appeared to resurface in February amidst pro-crypto statements from tech personalities. You had Elon Musk talk about Bitcoin and blockchain technology, as well as Jack Dorsey. And then you can throw in some more crypto pundits calling the bottom of crypto winter. So really all I wanted to touch base on this is that, like I always say, the transaction of the network is really what you want to see for these currencies. That's really what's going to drive value, utilization, network appreciation, and really that brand, that network effect that Bitcoin has. And even though the price hasn't done too much, we are at all-time highs, at least for the past 13 months, in daily Bitcoin transactions, which is nice to see. It means people are using it, people are trading it, taking it out of cold storage, and moving it around, doing all kinds of things with it. So that's what I like to see as well. And we'll see how this progresses moving forward and into this weekend. Go ahead, Todd. Take it back.
I got software up here. This is Bitcoin USD. Just wanted to show technometer's over here at 48. 50 is considered overbought. Not a sell signal, just to kind of be careful. Maybe needs a rest, some type of correction. So, the real negative thing is we was oversold down here, and really we've rallied not very much and went from oversold to overbought. So that's not exciting there. And I'm just going to bring up a quick chart here that I did before we went live. If it's going to load. Everything around here is slow or what? This is Bitcoin USDT. So you can see here the technometer's at 43. Definitely not giving us a worry after giving us a buy, at lower levels. So not as big a problem there. So again, I'm not real concerned about Bitcoin yet. And then let's look at Litecoin USD. I mentioned that it's getting close to overbought. Actually, we're at a 48 right now. So once again, it's not a 50, 53. People know I will get those, so we're not dangerously overbought. We've got the OP finally rallying here. We've gotten buy signals on Litecoin because volume to the downside is coming in while price holds. Now you got price trying to dig in, so now you're getting, some definitely buy support behind it. And then you've got Litecoin USDT, 46.69. Again, not overbought yet. So those have came off a little bit actually in the last 24 hours as price still works higher. So again, you see the OP volume is coming in on this rally. These green bars have been strong buying. So once again, I don't think we're over with. I mean, if you think, we're in a bear market, Bitcoin's going below 30, below 3,000, then I'd probably blow out a Litecoin here. But if you think the lows are in, you think we're working higher, I'd have to think Litecoin's going to lead us higher. So I'm going to show Ethereum USD. You can see here on the OP, which again is volume, net volume on a 5-minute basis. You can see we're hitting new lows across the chart here. And then even recently, you had this good rally sideways while volume has gone to a new low. And you got an oversold technometer. So if I had a gun to my head, I'd probably buy Ethereum right here with a stop at this low from 4 days ago.
Whoa,
even though Ethereum has been a little bit, weaker and not leading it, but that looks interesting there, which again would keep me long Bitcoin and Litecoin just because I don't think it's going to fall apart here. And then, and the talk on Twitter, as far as I'm concerned, is everybody's trading, or everyone's trying to put on shorts. You never heard that before, but everyone's knows we're trading sideways or new lows, and I really don't want to try to be in that camp. Same thing here on Ethereum USDT, new lows. Price is holding here on a 4-day basis. And technometer not as oversold, but still down at lower levels. So I think all that's kind of friendly. You want to take it again? And I'm going to go over some stock stuff when I get it back.
Yeah, we got a couple questions here in the chat box. But somebody that says I don't know too much. PJ says don't know too much about cryptocurrencies. I'd like to learn more. So make sure to tune into these live shows. We go over a lot of information, but make sure to also go to our homepage, as we do have a lot of interviews, reviews, how-to videos, kind of separated on our homepage for you to watch. Some are live, some are recorded, etc.
Blog's always up to date. Kerry keeps that up to date every day. Has stayed with it. I saw Hobby's in here. He said hello. What's
Shout
up,
out,
Hobby? Taj is in here.
We got a couple people that look like put their Telegram handle in this comment section. So when this video goes live, you have the live comment section. After it posts, you have the video comment section. That's where you want to actually put your Telegram handle if you want to enter the 10,000 RPD giveaway, and you are in the RPD tip bot on Telegram. And then Maverick Gold says, can you explain the Patreon tiers, please? I don't understand the benefit difference between the top two tiers. So essentially the $10 tier, you get access to patreon.com, where you can see everything that Todd posts about TA, I post about FA. You still get in the Patreon-only live show that we do at least once a month, and the Patreon-only giveaway that we do again at least once a month. The difference between that tier and the top tier is the top tier actually gets you into our private Discord channel, where me and Todd have it up on every screen. I just had it up on here before we went live. And that way you kind of have 24/7 access to us. You can ask as many questions as you want. We also do daily TA and FA updates, as well as we do Palm Beach Confidential and Palm Beach Trader discussions in there, as I am a lifetime member of both of those programs. So the difference there is the Patreon one, you kind of get what we post, you get the live shows, you get recorded videos, but the top tier one, you're going to get Discord, which essentially you can ask us questions 24/7, and we can get you answers. That's where, if really quick day trades are occurring, that's where I post them. They usually don't make it to Patreon because you only got about 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes to really act on those, and that's what it's there for. What's your feelings with the battle between ECA and RPD? You know, I try to stay out of that. I try to state facts. Not feuds. It's a Twitter poll, so I know it gets a little heated because it's foreign exchange listing, but you don't need to get that emotional. Now the exchanges come out and said they're so impressed with the response to the poll that if any coin that gets over 2,000 votes is going to get listed. I know RPD is already over that threshold, and then the ECA is pretty close, so I expect both ECA and RPD to be added to the BlockNet decentralized exchange in the coming weeks. All right, let's get into this. Let's go over something kind of funny, and then we'll do the RPD giveaway. So stolen Bitcoin ATM owners suspect Memphis robbery was an inside job. Here's the hilarious thing about this robbery, this inside job. This person who has a Bitcoin ATM in their grocery store or gas station, whatever it was, didn't realize Bitcoin is not a physical coin. Now mass adoption is not here if people still believe that Bitcoin is a physical coin, or that the memorabilia Bitcoin on eBay for $10 is the real deal. That is not. The reason I say that is if you read through this, it talks about it, but also you can see here, they stole the Bitcoin ATM, and then right here on the side, you can see they pried it open. Like, I guess they were hoping to find some coins in there.
Well, gold coins.
That's not really the way it works. It's all digital. So they wasted a lot of time, a lot of effort, and they probably lost their job for a whole lot of nothing. So until people stop thinking Bitcoin is a physical coin, mass adoption is nowhere near. The all-time high is nowhere near, and we still have a long way to go as far as crypto adoption. So I just thought that was a little hilarious. Hopefully this was none of you guys doing that. I know RJ, you're in here, or PJ, you're in here saying you don't know much about cryptos. There's step number one. These crypto coins are not actually physical coins. All right, the time is here. We are going to do the RPD giveaway for this last live show. We talked about when to sell your Litecoin rally, dumping Visa for Bitcoin transactions, and the Coinomy hack, what you needed to do to make sure your coins are safe. Shout out to all of you who left a comment, subscribed, like, and here we go. The winner is Indigo Bunting. Excellent source for current crypto chatter. Great podcast, guys. And then he left his Telegram handle, as I assume he is part of the Rapids Tip Bot group. There you go. 10,000 RPD heading your way. If you guys want to learn more, head over to rapidsnetwork.io. And even if you don't want to learn more, who doesn't like free cryptos, leave that address in the comment section below with a like and a subscribe, and hopefully you can be the winner of next show.
Appreciate the love on the Discord. We had a few members coming in this month, and I think when this market heats up, Discord will be pretty impressive, especially. But we throw a lot of information in there. So.
Bobby Veltri says accumulated LTC over the winter months, afraid to sell. If you're just now tuning in, Todd went over early in the show like a nice 10-minute speech about what he would be doing here in different situations as far as selling Litecoin, price objectives, stop levels, etc. So make sure to watch the rewind when you get a chance, and hopefully that can help you out to feel more comfortable with your Litecoin investment.
That agrees. Bobby says accumulated Litecoin, afraid to sell. I mean, I think we wake up a year from now, you'll wish you probably wasn't cute trying to trade it. So I'm going to take it back over.
Go ahead. I'm sending this 10,000.
Papa Naya was in there asking about ETC. I mentioned this on an earlier broadcast. This should have been a 1-2 up here, or an AB. This thing's been really weak on this rally here from in late February. And the software did have a buy when we had this breakdown to 416 or so. And then more weakness, kind of looked like NEO on the weakness here. But NEO is firmed up and ETC is setting here. So, if you bought this 420, I'd hate to see $4 give away. If $4 gives away, I would think there's new lows coming, or this thing is not as exciting as we thought. So definitely not acting well here recently. Bitcoin just did a 38.65 range of last few days. We want to do ICX.
Yeah, go
Let's
over
look at that
ICX.
one real quick.
I'm looking at that chart right now because I have an order to get it back, and we're seeing a little bit of sell-off here. This is why you don't FOMO in, guys. The ICX chatter went to an all-time high when I was selling at 839 sats. I've had that order in there for I don't know, guys, in Discord. How long did I say that? 2 weeks ago? And that's when everybody on Twitter started talking about it. We had one little wick up to 865, and now we're coming back down. So, it could hold here. We'll see what Todd thinks.
This was classic Wyckoff. We'd call this a preliminary support, selling climax, automatic rally, secondary tests. We called this spring when it was happening, and then the rally off the spring. And we had low volume test over here, rally up to resistance. There was big red volume come in here trying to stop the rally. We did have an up thrust. I told you I was a little bit worried about, but I would try to stay long thinking that Bitcoin and things would lead us higher. And then we did get some good news today and take out resistance. It's also interesting, preliminary support, exactly the same price as this last point of support. That'll happen a lot of times. So, really, you could trail a stop here if you want. We shouldn't see these levels again if we're good. You've had good green bars down here, 3 of them. So hopefully that thing can continue higher.
And what do you think worst case scenario there for it still look good? You said just the level of that preliminary support. Do you think that you should kind of retest that trading zone, that white line there, or do you think it shouldn't even get there?
We could retest that, I guess, especially if Bitcoin slows up. I would hate to see this 0.255 giveaway that low. I wouldn't want that.
Perfect. And I guess since you just did so much Wyckoff talking, I think we have a couple graduates and new course sales that we should give them a shout out.
Sure do. We got, first of all, Lucas Vieira just bought the course. And then we got, actually, I think he joined Discord just in the last 30 minutes. G. Tagores completed the Wyckoff and cryptocurrencies course. So I know a lot of people hopefully will go back, didn't finish the course. Hopefully they'll go back and jump on that and, learn more, understand Wyckoff better. I still think it's the best way to try to trade these things. So.
It was textbook Wyckoff right there with ICX, and it worked out. You could have got in there. That's part of the reason we were buying off those lows there. Also, if you want more information, you can find it in our description of our videos, but also head over to learncrypto.io, home of the cryptocurrency and Wyckoff trading course, as well as the beginner course, and join us. We try to do as much as we can here on YouTube for free, but like we said, the 24/7 markets, sometimes you want to be able to help yourself so you're not relying on our trade signals all the time so you can learn it. Or if you need more access to us, since we're only live, 4 or 5 hours a week, then you can join the Patreon and get us in Discord, where I'm always at my computer, even though my girlfriend hates it.
Here's kind of Wyckoff here. Obviously this was huge selling down here. You see all these red bars. So really it's the same type of chart as ICX. You had a little bit of selling climax here. You definitely had this spring. And I know we talked about that, I think, on a YouTube show, because that was a pretty big spring with the rally. And then has put itself together. Now, I haven't been impressed by this action here. It does look like a pork blaster, but it's going to need Bitcoin, I think, to lead it higher. So I don't want to see 15 cents probably on back again. So again, I would have stayed long looking for Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum to lead us higher here if they can.
Since you just talked about basic attention token, I'll steal this for a second. I tweeted this out. I did receive an email from Coinbase today that you can now earn some BAT via their new Coinbase Earn initiative. Essentially, you watch a 2-minute video, you answer a quiz question. If you get it right, you get 5.5 BAT. I think there's 3 or 4 questions or videos that you can do right now. And I pretty much just said this is a good way to make 20 BAT while brushing up on the basic philosophies of the basic attention token, token economics, and ad economy. Pretty interesting stuff. Gets you some insight on a basic level of what's going on with their ecosystem. You can also earn some ZRX and Zcash as well. It's not a lot of money, a few dollars at these levels, but it gets you going. It gets you thinking in terms of what to look for as far as good token economics and fundamentals for some of these crypto projects. And, again, you get some free cryptos here. It might only be worth $10 now, but, the bull run happens. Who knows? And as well as BAT already has utility with the Brave browser where you can actually donate that to individuals for supporting their website, their content, or whatever. So it's a good way to give back to other individuals as well. What do we got going on? Any questions? Somebody probably wants a Ravencoin chart, but I don't know what you're going to say there. That's a parabolic advance. And as long as it stays in the parabolic advance, it's okay. I'm sold out of it. Those in Discord who followed me, we made some nice gains, but we are sold out. We're missing out on this higher leg here. But Raven's done this multiple times. That's why I sold out. It happened to be a little too early, but it has these nice parabolic advances. It breaks out of the parabolic trend, loses 80% of its value, finds the bottom, and then does it again. I'm assuming that's kind of something similar that's going to happen once again, unless there's something going on behind the scenes that I'm not aware of.
I'm going to take it over again because I want to show, Wyckoff's all about deciding where the general market's going and then buying strength. So the orange line is Litecoin. Everybody knows that I've given excellent buys on Litecoin at all these lows. Your money would have been better spent if you would have bought the other chart on here, which is Binance, BNB USDT. So, and again, it's just been stronger because at this level here, this is where you had a lot of these coins making the springs when they broke the lows. But these coins were at the highs, and trying to break out. So, normally the stronger gets stronger, and that's what's happened here. So even with Litecoin having the last rally in the last day or two, BNB took off again. So I think that's still classic that, when you're trying to be long, you want to be the coins that are breaking out, not making new lows. The new lows ones will have big percent rallies at some point, but the risk is higher there. So I'm going to say the next buy I have in Litecoin, you probably could go and buy Binance and maybe even make some more money because Binance has that big volume coming in here. You can see over here to the right. But that volume, that was harder to see on Wyckoff because it was so upward slanting that ABC corrections were upward slanting here. But that's just telling you they're so strong it can't get even any selling to come in. Because this was a triangle that ended here, and that would be a huge upward slanting triangle before it lifted off again. So that's all.
Got a couple questions in here. We got The Coin. Man, you guys have been on the money. Best YouTube trading channel right now. Shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we can keep it going. Yeah, we've been doing pretty well with the software, and this thing is probably only about 75%, not even 100% yet, and then hopefully subscription so you guys can use it yourself so you're not always waiting on us. We got Crypto Mike says, thought on John McAfee's tweet about Apollo currency. If you haven't already seen it, if you go to the interview section on the homepage, I actually did an interview with the one and only John McAfee. We talked a lot about the privacy sector of cryptocurrencies. That's where he's bullish on. Apollo is a privacy coin, but also realized that he isn't really on the team, but he is an advisor, and he has been given a lot of Apollo coins. So you kind of need to take that with a grain of salt. But I think what he says there about Apollo can be applied to the privacy sector and really does have a purpose and will have a purpose in the future. And the privacy coins here that we really hammer on a lot are XMR and then Zen. XMR because it is truly private. I think it will be the global privacy currency. And then Zen because it actually is creating a Zen, a privacy ecosystem with platforms as well, similar to what he's trying to explain Apollo is doing. I've not done a lot of research on Apollo, but again, take it with a grain of salt as he is on the team and does hold a big bag and was given those for nearly nothing. But I think really what you got to take out of it is watch that interview I had with him. He really harps on his feeling about having privacy in the cryptocurrency ecosystem and why it's needed.
Power to Chief says he's not sleeping tonight. Let's show why. There's the RVN, why he's going to stay up.
That's why he can't
We're
sleep.
top ticking it right now, going up these past highs. So, yeah, there's not much to say here. I mean, parabolic. I mean, we did again that triangle where, if you'd have bought this instead of even Litecoin, you'd have had, even bigger gains. So I would think that was going to blow through the highs and probably still work higher, but that's a ton of risk. We'll play a disclaimer here in a minute.
Yeah. And real quick, Jet says, that is a ton of risk up there, guys. Ooh.
Ton of risk.
And that's not just me saying that because I sold out for whatever the gains were, 33% or 44% or whatever it was. Jet said, is looking for where to mine. I would say go to bitsbetrippin.com.
Bitsbetrippin.
Let me try to find it for you. I'll take the screen. And if you need help with this, I can help you out. I know you were asking about it in the past. So it's bitsbetrippin.io. Do you see that up there? And what you can do is you actually can download. They have a multi-miner on here that you can download to your computer. You just get your Ravencoin address. You right-click, and you can edit your address. You put your address in there, and then you can run the miner on any computer. Really, you said it was a $5,000 computer, so it needs to have a graphics card. The graphics card is the most important component when it comes to mining cryptocurrencies. That is what is actually solving the algorithms and actually taking the action of the proof of work. So this is going to be a little harder for me to explain via this live show. So send me a message. You've given us super chats in the past. You gave us one today. I can help you find out where to download it. Make sure you have the proper graphics card to mine. And you can get some Ravencoin each and every day. I do it on my gaming computer. And I get about 40 Raven a day. It's not big bucks, but hey, it looks pretty nice. It's some free Satoshis almost. And on top of that, I do have the mining rigs downstairs, which currently have Ethereum Classic mining on both of those. One, I keep the ETC. The second miner, I actually convert that ETC to other favorite cryptos that we have out there that we've been accumulating, XLM, Digibyte, Wax, Power Ledger, etc. that were all really bottomed out. And I'm just using that free, quote-unquote, mined ETC to accumulate some of those bags. A lot of questions today. I love it when you guys have questions. It makes the show a lot easier, a lot smoother, in my opinion.
I got some more charts. I'm going to take it again real quick. I've got EOS. Johnny Cool mentioned it. Our EOS mascot. Is that what he is? This one's been strong. I guess I still think it's going to work higher with Bitcoin and the others. I'd hate to see that 315 level give away. XVG USD could be accumulation, but we need to get going here. We had the quick bar here from 6 to 740 or so. But I don't know.
That's one. I'm not in love with the fundamentals, but somebody said they're looking for it to blow. It hasn't really moved yet, but so it could be the choice for somebody to try to pump and get some action there. But again, I'm not impressed with what they've been doing in the crypto winter as far as development and the fundamentals are concerned. And really, ever since their announcement of an announcement to the pump and dump from the Pornhub edition, that their chart really hasn't quite looked the same.
And there's ADA, the same type of thing. A little deep here, over here, and holding. So I hate to see this low give away. And it's just a little weaker.
ADA is one we've been talking about, where proof of stake is coming to that network. soon in the future, kind of like it is for Ethereum. Rumor is you need 10,000 ADA or ADA in order to participate on the network as far as getting POS rewards, so keep that in mind at these levels.
There's MDA BTC, someone mentioned. I mean, a huge pork blaster going back to October. I wish it wouldn't have got so weak here. I mean, it had good volume coming in here and has pulled back, got a few stops, I'm sure. So I guess as long as this low holds here, I would think probably it could dig in again. But I do not follow Moeda loyalty points at all. So it was on my list here, so we went over it before, I would say. But yeah, tough to decipher there. Be a lot of buying come in if all these highs would get taken out, I'm sure. That's all my notes.
Crypto Mike says, Jet, you can join Facebook page of Crypto Miners PH. Lots of phony miners. Yeah, guys, don't do anything crypto related on Facebook. It is the absolute worst platform, full of scammers, nonsense, no information. I mean, you can get information and like join communities on there. Like say you join Digibyte's Facebook page, that's cool. But as far as trying to gain knowledge and stuff, it is just sloppy over there. Get to crypto Twitter, get to YouTube. Those are your best options. And then get into trusted Telegram groups or even, trusted project groups, and they can point you in the right direction. I thought there was another question in here that I didn't see. Oh, Maverick Gold says, how would I access the free month trial for your Patreon? I don't know what you're referring to. We can't really do a free month trial with Patreon. So I'm not sure what you're referring to there, Maverick. Do you know what he could be referring to?
I mean, I'd let a couple people in for like 10 days to get a feel for it, maybe.
And usually at the...
Somebody that bought in a course or something that just wanted to look around for a minute. So we don't really have any type of free trial. I kind of wanted to give... I'm going to work on something.
I'm trying to work on something, but XSplit's slowing down. Whenever we hit our maximum over here, everything starts slowing down. Do you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns, any charts you want Todd to look at, any fundamental questions, what you got going on? Oh, I forgot to talk about it. Who's buying $10,000 worth of Bitcoin each and every week? That is the owner and founder of Twitter and Square. Jack Dorsey says that he dollar cost averaged $10,000 per week into Bitcoin. Now, we don't have money like that, but he is proving a philosophy that we've talked about true. And what is that? Dollar cost averaging. Essentially what that means is every week, every paycheck, whatever it is, you set a set dollar amount, say $100 every paycheck, to where you're going to buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, or maybe even the Coinbase bundle at the same time each and every week with the same dollar denomination. That has proven in the past that is going to give you the best average price. It removes the emotion from your accumulation, and then you still have your trading cryptos over on a different exchange, but you're just accumulating with dollar cost average at these levels, and that's really the safest and most emotionless and risk-averse way to accumulate and get the best possible price for your favorite cryptocurrency. And Jack Dorsey saying he's sticking with Bitcoin. He believes Bitcoin, it will be the native cryptocurrency or the native currency of the internet, and it has the network effect. In order to do so, he believes in the strong development team, that network effect, and that community.
I'm going to take it back over because I'm going to give the bearish count on Bitcoin.
Is it working for you?
For the bears out here? No. Everything's slowing up?
I don't know. I'm frozen. Let's see if we're still live.
We are still live.
Well, it's not letting me click on it or anything. I don't know how we're live when I can't even click the outro. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to click to turn this off. That's going to be a disaster.
Right. So are we still live? Everybody's still out here?
We are still live. We are still live.
I wanted to take over the screen, but I guess it's not going to happen.
Not going to let you.
Yeah, we need a disclaimer too.
Well, guys.
We've never had this issue.
Literally, you guys can't see it, but on the front of the screen it has a pop-up, and it's not letting me do anything. I guess we are still live. So we might just have to force shut off the computer here. We have some people talking about the Cash App. We have people talking about Rapids and staking and masternodes. And yeah, guys, we've always talked about passive income generation in this ecosystem. You need to do that. Matthew Bradley talking about hot. Hot is one I said to have some patience on. It came back to our buy target in Discord, so I am in on hot. There is massive buy walls at 26 and 27 sats, so I don't, or 25 and 26 sats, so I don't really think we're going to fall below there anytime soon. It's kind of a different. It's not straight up blockchain technology, so it's kind of a little bit of a diversifier away from some of the standard decentralized blockchain cryptocurrencies.
Guess we can't do a disclaimer, so do your own research. This is just information for teaching you and to have a good time with.
We got Julian in here saying a 24-hour live show then. Well, it kind of seems like it.
Right.
Like literally I can't click anything on the screen. We're still live, but I can't switch
I think when I talked about showing the bearish count on Bitcoin, we lost everything.
Yeah.
So there's no bearish count
no
on
bearish
Bitcoin.
count can be had. XSplit says, no thank you. Man, I really don't know how we're going to even stop this video today.
We're just going to unplug the computers. Sorry, we've never had this problem, so I don't know what's going
we will
on.
do a manual disclaimer. Guys, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational and fun entertainment purposes. Do your own research. You're responsible for hitting the buy and sell buttons on your own. We're simply just telling you what we're looking to do, how we're making profits and gains in this ecosystem, and which crypto bags we're accumulating, because we believe we are going much, much higher, and the infrastructure is all starting to come into play. We think we found a bottom with our price target of 3,000 to 3,200. Things have been looking good. Buy signals have been doing great, and the Discord and Patreon member count continues to blast off. That leads me to believe the sentiment is starting to turn bullish for cryptocurrencies, and make sure to have a bag of your favorite ones. Otherwise, you might be stuck FOMOing in or getting liquidated with your leveraged shorts that we all tell you never to have.
Nick's probably mining on my damn office computer.
That's what's happening.
What's really going on.
That's why I haven't been asking you for any checks from YouTube. I'm just mining away with all these computers.
Bitcoin 38.90. So, boy, we should run a quick 150 here.
That's about all we got. Stay tuned for your daily updates on cryptocurrencies right here at Learn Crypto. It is Thursday. We usually don't go live on the weekends, but sometimes do recorded videos. If you're feeling like you're feeling froggy, you need to talk to us. You have an option to get on Twitter, of course. We try to get back to as many people as possible, but Patreon's really the way to go for the weekends, because on the weekends I'm kind of chilling, doing my own thing, doing side projects, trying to focus on my own portfolio, except for Patreon and Discord members, as that just happens to be a tab open on my computer. I don't know.
I guess, yeah, I can't show anything else, so I guess we're...
Talk about it, maybe.
I guess we're... nothing you can do.
All right, guys, I got the task manager up here. I'm about to blow this XSplit up, so that's going to be the way we end our broadcast today. Hopefully we don't say anything terrible live on air.
Shout out to Maverick Gold.
There you go.
Sub to Patreon.
And Bamboo Ben, ETC coverage already. We didn't really talk about Ethereum Classic too much today. We did talk about it yesterday, and I did talk about how I have one of my mining rigs still pointing at the Ethereum Classic network, as I do have institutional exposure via Coinbase and Grayscale. I do not believe they're going anywhere, and it'll be interesting to see if at the IOHK Summit later this month or later next month, if they talk about Ethereum Classic, because they are one of the main development teams on the project.
What up, Nug? Moonshine? Tree Man.
Shout out to all you guys, and hopefully this end task work. Otherwise, we're going to have to do the 24-hour live stream. Peace out. See you on Twitter. See you in Discord. Love you guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and enter the RPD giveaway by leaving the